Thank you very much for joining me now. This is Dr. Isaac Opoku-Asare. I am an interventional cardiologist and also a vascular doctor, specializing in heart attacks, as well as blockages in the legs and venous diseases that we'll get a time to talk about. Through the grace of God, we continue to make a very significant positive impact in this area. And I believe that any gift of God that is within me is an opportunity for me to also share this with you and trusting that the Lord will bless you. So today I'm talking about 3 days. This is something that I believe that you'll be very interested to know, okay? So one of the questions that I've been getting a lot, and it's actually a lot of questions, that's what is making me come back, because I wanted to move to other issues, that which I believe that it is going to help you. It is going to help you very much, because these are right steps that you take them is going to cut down, I believe, that your medications that you take. Cardiovascular issue is the number one cause of mortality. Let me explain to you. Every 40 seconds, somebody gets a heart attack. Every 40 seconds, somebody dies from a heart-related issue. So taking care of heart-related issue is a very, very, very good thing. So remember the last time I talked about fasting, and I've been talking about intermittent fasting for a long time. And it has got some powerful benefits, which I believe that it will help you to be able to control your diabetes. It will help you control your blood pressure. It will help you control your heart rate. There are many, many things that this will be able to help you to get a benefit from. Right? So as I told you that at the beginning of every year, the reason why I believe that we just talked about, the reason why we just talked about, it starts with the right mind. The episode that we just did, and if you have not had the opportunity to go and listen to it, that what you can do, you are made up of body, soul, and spirit. So to make an impact in your body, you cannot just do it alone. Your body is only the vehicle for your soul and your spirit to dwell in. And that is why we talked about the right. It starts with the right mind and the right heart. Those are the things. So I've been getting a lot of questions about fasting. And getting back to the point that I was saying earlier on. So at the beginning of the year, January 2nd to January 22nd, we do 21 days of fasting. So we just completed 21 days of fasting. But at the end of the 21 days of fasting, now listen to me. The reason why we're talking about it is this scripture. So he said, Esther sent this reply to Mordecai: go gather together all the Jews who are in Susa and fast for me. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, day or night. I'm repeating the word. Do not eat or drink for 3 days, day or night. And I am attendance will also fast too. When this is done, I'll go to the king, even though it is against the law. If I perish, I perish. Why? Because, as we've said, fasting is in every religion. Whether you are a Hindu, whether you are, whatever it is, I know that virtually every major religion, they fast. So, I've been talking about the concept of 2 verses 5 or 5 verses 7, that out of the 7 days, you pick either 2 days to reduce your calorie intake. And I talked about all the benefits. So at the end of the 21-day fasting, the Lord laid it upon my heart to do 3 days of fasting. But let me tell you why these 3 days of fasting is different from the others. Most of all the fastings that we know of, people fast during the day. What does it mean? They fast from sunrise to sunset, from the morning till 5 o'clock in the evening, and they eat. You can also fast in the night if you don't know. Fasting in the night can also be done. I thought that, Michael, that was going to make you smile, because fasting in the night means that from 5 o'clock to the next day in the morning, You don't eat. Right? So when we say fast day and night, that is a kind of fasting that Jesus did. That means that there is no food in the morning and no food in the evening. Jesus did it for 40 days. Please don't do it for 40 days. And what is the name? The name of the guy, his name is called Chris Hemsworth. Did I get it right? Okay. So this guy by Chris Hemsworth, those of you who have, I think, is it on Disney? He fasted for 4 days, right? So for me, after the 21 days of day fasting, not night, I felt the Lord was leading me that over the weekend, I should do 3 days of day and night. And I believe I wanted to do it because this is something that my mother used to do. Whenever we are going to undertake something major, she waited upon the Lord, and I think this is where it came from. But I want to share my experience with you so that you will know that this is not something that we'll talk about it lightly, right? I need to give you the energy. Remember that. So I decided, let me go back to something. We said that when you fast, your first 24 hours, your ketone level, which is the very important thing, is around 0.2 to 0.5. Amen. And between your 24 hours to 48 hours, it almost maintains itself at the same level. Then beyond 48 hours, your ketones, which is the powerful energy. Can you believe that you can get energy whilst you are fasting? It goes up significantly by 5 to 10%. 5 to 10 times what you had. In that it goes from 0.2, a range of 0.2 to 0.5, to 1 to 2. That means 5 times minimum, that it can go all the way to 10 times your level. So I decided to fast. So I went to my wife and I said, I believe that after the 21 days fasting, the Lord is calling me to also do 3 days fasting. And I was a little bit intrigued, and I knew it was difficult. But I think it was going to give me an opportunity to share this with you. So my first day of fasting, I want to remember the dates. One day, the day that it snowed, the big snow that came into this area, that was the weekend that I fasted. The first day, I felt weak. There's no doubt about it. But I went about my work. I did my nose. Life was good. No problem. And then I saw my family eating, and I was tempted to my greatest limit. I'm telling you, the first day, it was not easy. And then what happened the second day? That is the interesting part. So the second day was the most challenging day. But I now understood why. Because on the second day, your energy levels are low and your ketone levels are also low. But remember that the fuel is ketones. So a lot of people that listen to me, especially the men, I have realized that men don't like fasting at all. But when you fast, it's going to help you. And then they come to me and said, oh, I'm taking medicines. Of course, I'm also taking medicines. You have to discuss with your doctor and see how you can do it and do it well. Talk to your doctor about it. So the second day, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. The best way to go about it. So I was taking my medicines in the evening. And the second day was, I tell you, during the mid-cycle of the fasting, I felt that I was about to just disobey, because I was getting to my limit. And I was working in the basement and going up and down, up and down. The interesting thing is that whilst I was getting to the second half of the second day, I realized that I started getting energy. I was drinking a lot of water. I was getting energy. Then on the third day, when I woke up, I felt like I'm a different person. I know somebody saying that, there's a word, and Michael is laughing and these things. And let me just tell you this, okay? You may like me to give you my wife's phone number, but I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to give you better evidence. Because I called Michael. He's here. So on the third day that I was fasting, I had energy. So my lawn had been cleaned, my front way had been cleaned, but the people who cleared the roads in the neighborhood, they came and they dumped more snow in my driveway. Then I told my wife, I feel energized to go and clear the snow. She said, no, what are you trying to do? Trying to get a heart attack? I said, what are you talking about? I'm a cardiologist. And I said, I have energy to do this. So I dressed myself and I stepped out there. The only thing I didn't do was I should have taken a picture. So I went into the snow. She thought I was going to pass out and die because that was my third day of fasting. But let me tell you what happened. I went to clear the snow. And I felt like a Superman clearing the snow. I've been clearing snow. Whenever I clear a long part of snow, the next day, my body aches like you have no idea. Right? And then and then one of my patients told me I was clearing snow and my wife was screaming, are you trying to get a heart attack? I said, no. If you are living healthy, you should be able to clear your snow. But I'm talking about clearing my snow on the third day. I had even forgotten about the principle that on the third day, you raise your ketones up. So I went in and I cleared the whole thing. When I remember that when I got to have, my wife opened the door again. Can you come? We can squeeze in there. I didn't. I didn't go home. I cleared the whole snow. Out of that part that was blocking me, I cleaned it real good. They had cleared, but this was the snow that they put right in the driveway. And I cleared it. And that was my third day of not eating anything. Just drinking water. It's very important. Why? It has shown me that the literature is true. That man must not live by bread alone. That is, you don't always need to eat if you can. But this practice proved to the point to me that whenever you fast, you have a critical level where you truly switch. And that is why I encourage that trying to do intermittent fasting less than 8 hours really doesn't benefit you. Because you have not undergone the metabolic switch that we'll talk about, where your body is now in a repair mood with a lot of ketones to be able to move on. So I cleared the snow, and the next day I did not have anything to do. In terms of, I did not have to take medicines, let me put it that way. And I was able to go back, continue my work, see my patients, and life was good. And I told my wife, you realize, you see, I didn't get any heart attack. Because whilst I was there, I had a lot of ketones. And you know what? If you watch the video of Chris Hemsworth, right? they were telling him, you need to get your ketones up. You need to get your ketones up. And on the last day, they had to make him, they kept on checking his ketones. And on the last day, he had to go fishing. It's all on Disney. So why am I telling you this? You can do it. And why is it important? It will save you from increasing your medicines on your medicines on your medicines. Because life is in motion. Either the cholesterol will go up, the high blood pressure will go up. I'll be talking about blood pressure pretty soon, right? Because recently I've seen blood pressure of 257 over 130, blood pressure of 230. And these people just came to my clinic. And I always tell them that by God's grace, if you come to me with a blood pressure of 250 or 230, we can get it controlled within a week or two. And every patient that have come to us, they have gotten their blood pressure controlled. But the challenge is the fact that some of them, their kidneys have already been destroyed. Some of them, the blood pressure has given them strokes, and you don't want that. But powerful lifestyle changes, that one that I'm talking about, is going to help you. And that is why I realized that on the third day, I could have even exercised. But of course, the snow was there. My wife wanted to go out, and happy wife, happy life. So I have to go and clear the snow. She's not going to clear the snow. So I have to go and clear. Bad energy. But why am I telling you this story? Let me tell you this story. When I finished my 3 days of what we call dry fasting, my wife gave me food. And, okay, Michael, this one I have to tell you. I've never been so happy that I was going to eat it. I was uber happy. I mean, I saw food and I was like so glad that the moment I've been waiting for the last 72 hours has come. It made me appreciate food and the joy it brings to me. So I was so happy. But something very interesting happened. We'll go for a short break and I'm going to tell you. Thank you, beloved. This is Pastor and Dr. Isaac Opoku-Asare. Thank you for joining me. I would like you to support this ministry and help us to be able to reach out to the Lord. We are looking for $25 partners, and we're looking for $50 per month partners or $100 per month partners. So any one-time donation, we believe that God is going to bless you. You see, I just talked about the fact that Haman knew that the secret of success in terms of material possession is a principle of a seed. If you put your seed in it, God is going to bless you. And you can reach us on zenithcfc@gmail.com. Michael is going to make it available to you. And I believe that God is going to bless you. But I want to quote the scripture to you. The Bible said that the Lord told Jacob that Jacob, go back to Bethel, the place where you set the pillar for me and you made a vow to fulfill it. Why? Because when you plant a seed in it, you are asking the Lord to bless you. I'm talking to you as a man that does not take any salary from doing God's work. This thing that I'm doing, I don't take any salary from it. Zero. I rather sow into it. I sow a significant part of anything that I have. And I'm talking about money into God's work. This God's rhythm is here because of significant contribution from me and people like you. So please support this ministry by sending your, it can be a one-time donation of $25 or $50 or $100. And we will be sending to you for your donation a 30-day devotional in addition to a t-shirt of God's rhythm. which you can wear wherever you are. You can let us know your size, and then we will send you the appropriate t-shirt. And that is what we are offering for this month of February. On the screen now, I also encourage you to also reach out to us and 301-221-5757. In addition to sending you for any donation, in addition to sending you the 30-day devotional, you can also text us your email to 301-221-5727. That is why I'm showing this. And we'll be sending you a daily devotional. These devotionals will radically change your life. So please, you can scan the QR code, or you can send us your email, and be rest assured that we will feed you every day with God's word that will transform your life. Thank you for supporting this ministry, and thank you for allowing God to use you to move forward. So, what happened? As I said, you got to fast for 3 days without eating anything, and then you see the joy of seeing food. I don't know. I have been eating all these years of my life, but I can tell you this: I did my first dry fasting somewhere around the age of probably between 18 and 20, somewhere like that. And boy, it was not easy, but my mother could do it as if it was nothing. So over the last few years, this is the first one that I've done. So when my wife got me the food, I told my wife, please heap the food. I was trying to get back all the food I've been missing for the 3 days. And my wife said, go easy, go easy, go easy, go easy. I said, yeah. You have no idea how hungry I am. So being a good wife, she decided to just give me what I usually eat, not too much. You know what happened? Let me tell you. When my wife gave me the food, I could eat, I think, only a third, or about maximum half of it, and I couldn't eat any longer. I was in shock. What happened to me? Not knowing that the 3 days of prayer and the 3 days of fasting had shrunken my stomach. I could not eat. So I had to gradually get the food back. There is no doubt that there's a lot of weight loss medicines out there, and it's good that you take them if you are taking them appropriately. But I can tell you there's a powerful natural way that can cut down your food in half. Actually, we celebrated somebody's birthday at my workplace. And when the food came, I couldn't go back to it and hit it the way I had it the first time. I had to go easy. And why am I sharing this story with you? Ever since I did the 3-day fasting, I have not been able to come back to my full force of my food. It has almost like, at least for now, and it's been 2 weeks, I've not been able to go back to my full meal. And remember that for the most part, I try to eat once a day, except on weekends. Oh boy, the weekends you cannot man. You have to enjoy with the family. But it has done something to me that I realized that it has almost cut my calorie intake into 2. So it looks like I'm working my way on to the 6-pack. Not yet there. But there is a natural way, which I believe we're going to be talking about, that together with exercise and appropriate intermittent fasting, you can reduce your blood pressure. And that's what I'm sharing with you 3 days. You can reduce your blood pressure. You can reduce your cholesterol. You can reduce your weight. You can reduce your heart rate. Just do 2 things this year. And this is not dieting, no. Dieting, from our understanding in the American way, is staying away from food. No. This is the appropriate lifestyle. So my food intake has reduced by almost 50% after the 3 days of no eating and just staying on water. It has showed me that there is a natural way of doing so many things so that you will not need to increase the dose of medicines. A young girl came to me, and she's, young from cardiovascular standpoint, somewhere within her upper 30s. And he said, my blood pressure used to be normal and now it's going up. And I said, you are growing. Didn't you realize that? Blood pressure increases with that. She was starting to think that there was a witch in Ghana that was trying to, I don't know whether from Ghana, from Nigeria, that is trying to attack her. I say, you kidding me that the witch from Ghana, from that place is here trying to attack you? What are you talking about? And there's a very interesting thing that I said. In certain parts of the world, nobody dies by natural death. Every death is by a witch or by a wizard or by a friend. Whereas when you look at these things carefully, all of them, almost all of them has some component of a natural component, a component of a natural cause. So, let me conclude by saying this. You can do it. Even if you take medicine, talk to your doctor, especially the men, and especially middle-aged African-American men. You can practice this and practice it effectively. You can talk to your doctors about how to take it, but a lifestyle of exercise and appropriate eating is very important. I know a lot of middle-aged young men from the age of about 40 to about 60 who go to the gym and do everything, and they eat uber bad. Let me tell you this, that is a bad lifestyle. You have to be able to control what you eat and then also add the exercise to it. So that instead of taking 20 medications, 5 for high blood pressure, 2 for cholesterol, 3 for diabetes, you will end up taking just 1 or 2 because you're adding natural. A lot of patients come to me and they say, what is the natural way? I say, they come to me, the guy's blood pressure is 168. Okay, let me just talk about it. I just saw somebody that the blood pressure was like 180. And he said he wants the natural way. I say, you want the natural way? Let me teach you some of the natural way. Are you ready to go 3 days of 3 days? How ready are you ready? How willing are you ready to stay to practice intermittent fasting? How willing are you ready to exercise? And I look at him, I know he's not exercised for 10 years. Then he looked at me. He said, I'll try that. I said, no, there's no trying. You know, he thought I was going to tell him some new herbal medicine for Himalayas, like a leaf that he can drink the leaf and then he becomes okay. A friend of mine just went to Ghana, and when he went to Ghana, he said, the traditional medicines here that the doctor said was not working. And so he started taking bitters. The blood pressure went through the roof. When he came, he quickly came back to the United States and came to see me. And I told him, take your medicine. Start exercising. And see me in 1 week. The blood pressure is back to normal. It works. So don't stop taking the medicines. But probably you can take off some of the medicines with aggressive lifestyle modification, which this year we are calling them starting right. And I want to I hope that my story has motivated Michael to know that he can do it. And it has motivated every man to know that they can do it. By picking the natural way, staying on the natural path, which has no side effects. But good stuff. God bless you.